So Caddyshack Ranch was founded back in the 1980s, over 30 years ago. It's a big cat rescue, so we are home to big cats mostly, some other species that needed a home, someplace to go. And once they come here, it's a home for the rest of their lives. This is their forever home. Our mission is to provide a safe, loving, forever home to these animals, provide them whatever medical care they need, and to take in more animals if the need arises and we have the ability to. That's part of our renovation expansion that we're doing here, is to be able to provide home for more animals. So we bought the property next door, I think it's a couple of years ago now. We had a lot of steps to go through, and now we've received approval, permits, everything. We can start moving ahead. We're going to change the whole way the front of this place looks. We're going to have a welcome center building. Medical's going to change. The first enclosures people see on their tours right now, a little bit smaller, still plenty of room for an animal that sleeps 15, 18 hours a day. But it's time for a makeover. They're going to end up bigger like the ones people see in the back. It's going to take a while, probably a couple of years or more, but hopefully people will come, see some nice changes, come back later, they'll see some different stuff. One of the things that happened in, I believe it was 2012, we got on TripAdvisor and then quickly became the #1 attraction in Jacksonville on TripAdvisor. So it has been a huge way for people to find us. Travelers come through. We have international visitors, and a lot of them find us because we're on TripAdvisor. Some of the big cats in their stories. Well, we have 23 tigers right now. We have 2 lions. We have 2 black leopards, a cougar, bobcat, 3 foxes, 3 coatimundis. Our most recent rescues came December of 2017. They came from a place down south that was damaged by Hurricane Irma. So in order to afford the repairs of their damage and care for their other animals, they asked us to take in 4 tigers. We, however, also happened to fall in love with a little gray fox that was there, brought her back as well. So we have a big boy named Dozer, he's 5 years old, and then 3 kids, they're just 2 years old right now. Rocky, Adrian, and Haley, they all live together. And then the fox is Piper. The fox, Piper, has a special story because she's actually totally blind. So we had to make a separate enclosure for her. We have 2 other foxes. They live next door in another enclosure, but she goes all around her enclosure. She finds her way around. She has no problem at all, and people love to see her out and about. I found Caddyshack Ranch on volunteermatch.org. I knew I wanted to volunteer with some sort of animals when I was here in Florida. I moved back to the area in 2011, and I found this place, came out for a daytime tour, walked around, liked what I saw, liked the people, and started volunteering right after that, and it's 7.5 years later now. Most fulfilling part of working here is probably being able to see the reactions when people come. They get to see our animals, they're introduced to the animals, and the expressions that they have, seeing a tiger, and if they come for the night feeding, seeing the tiger eat their dinner from maybe 6 or 10 feet away. The most challenging part of working here is probably the fact that we're a volunteer-driven organization, and there's always so much to do that we always need more volunteers. So we could always use more help, and with more help we'd be able to get more done. Well, how people can raise awareness is they can follow us, like us on Facebook, we follow us on Instagram. They can go to our Amazon wish list and go to Amazon.com. We have a wish list that gets shipped right here to us. And of course, come visit, take pictures, post them yourselves, and just tell everybody else about us. And then we'll get us more visitors, more donations. And since we're run completely on donations, more people that come out and see us and fall in love with us, the more we get to do. My hope for the sanctuary's future is that we continue to be able to grow. We keep having this public support that we have and be able to house more animals. Of course, we have older animals, they're gonna pass. We can rescue more animals after that and keep this going, because it really is a great place to be. Well, the importance of what we're doing is some of these animals, where they were, they might have been not particularly treated well. We have 2 left that came from a federal confiscation of a zoo. and others came from different facilities. If we didn't take them, they might have gone someplace where they weren't cared for as well, and or maybe something else would have happened to them. We don't know. So the other part is we really want to educate the people about not only what we're doing here, but about the plight of these animals, especially the endangered species in wild and in captivity. So what future generations can take from this is, these are big, beautiful creatures. They deserve a place on this earth, and if things don't change, they may become extinct out in the wild.